Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife review for you. Today we have the Quiet Carry Eddy, a new small knife from Quiet Carry. I am zoomed way in on this. I'm assuming it was named Eddy after my good friend and one of the best comedians on the planet, Eddy Pepitone. When this is done, go look up Eddy Pepitone if you like things that are good and funny. And he's also a darling human being. So yeah, go check out Eddy Pepitone. This concludes my Eddy Pepitone promotional service, but anyway, yeah, the Eddy, it is a very small kind of fifth pocket knife, or if you are in a place with legalities, this is a 2.45 inch blade, so it is well under that 2.5 inch limit that a lot of places have in big cities and stuff, and it is an excellent knife in that size range. Get that out of the way. Also get out of the way the price. These are $99, and I think that is very fair because you are getting 20 CV steel. No one has ever had any complaints about Quiet Carry's build quality. These are all made in the same place overseas. They don't say exactly where. We all have our theories, but of what country anyway. But yeah, not China is the theory, but who knows. But very well done. Nice thick liners, really nicely done G10, excellent looking hardware. It does come in multiple colorways, and unusual for me when I'm reviewing a Quiet Carry, yeah, they're available. Oftentimes when I review a Quiet Carry, they're temporarily unavailable. They always come back again, but at the point that I get them, I get like the first batch and then they're gone and then people got to wait. No, this one was actually just available. It is available in this color, this gray with a stonewash blade. It's available in a black with black handles with either a stonewash blade or a satin blade. And then it is also available in a pink or an orange. And I don't remember what the blade finish is on those. I apologize. But yeah, pretty small knife. And it is a bit of a departure from what Quiet Carry's been doing as of late. I wouldn't say it's a departure for Quiet Carry, period, because they have made knives that weren't completely corrosion resistant. But that's kind of been their jam lately. I apologize, my waypoint is not here. It's with a friend at the moment. But another one they came out with that actually is more similar constructed to this, and not too far off in the price. This is the Quiet Carry Chase, which is a larger knife with LC200 and blade, LC200 liners. Completely corrosion resistant, as is the Waypoint. It has Van steel and is a lot more expensive knife, which I guess they're coming back in stock is what they've been saying. So keep an eye out in the next week or two on their site. They should have another drop of those. I know a lot of you guys wanted them. But this is not completely corrosion resistant. But, you know, like the IQ, that wasn't. A lot of knives they've made a lot of products they've made have not been completely corrosion resistant. And in a tiny little knife like this, I don't think that's the end of the world. And again, 99 bucks, I think, completely fair price. I also really like the way it looks. It has the usual Quiet Carry 4 dots, as always, the usual Quiet Carry on the blade. It does have another Quiet Carry logo on it, though, which is kind of unusual for them. They don't usually put their logo anywhere else, but you can see it's on the lock bar. I think it looks kind of cool. And you know what? Yeah, that's just a big old blank space. The way that this knife is designed, that would just been a big old blank piece of metal. So I don't blame him for putting it there. Again, the hardware looks nice. It's got the 20 CV marking on the other side. Yeah, I really like the way it looks. I always like Quiet Carry's design aesthetic. It is kind of, I don't want to say plain. I guess kind of industrial, I guess is the way I would put it. But I really like it. I think they all look pretty good. So let's do some specs and some size comparisons before we go too much farther. We'll line this up against one side here. As I said, blade length of 2.45 inches, overall length of 5.75 inches. You have a blade thickness of 0.10 inches, pretty slim. Handle, also pretty slim, 0.42 inches. And a weight, according to my scales, of 2.26 ounces, which I think is fine. You know, a year ago, we'd have been jumping up and down at 2.26 ounces on a small knife. But now, like, there's so many small knives that are really freaking light. There's a lot of sub 2 ounce knives. So now it's just it's good, but it's not like, oh my God. Let's do some size comparisons. We're not going to do the big ones, obviously, because that would be a waste of time. So we'll just bring out your Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and the Benchmade Mini Bug out. You can see still smaller than both of those. Oh, get them on camera, Brian. I'm zoomed in so far that my reference points are off, so I apologize for that. So I apologize for my door creaking. The wind is blowing like a monkey out here. No, I don't know what that means either. It's just a thing that came out of my mouth. Now, let's bring out some other smaller knives. Let's bring out another knife that I think is kind of similar in that it's another, you know, pretty well-respected company making stuff overseas, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so Ferrum Forge Mini Archbishop. And then we're going to bring out two more that I think are very applicable because one just in size and one because this is going to be competing for its spot. I won't get rid of it in my collection. I already learned that lesson once, but still. This is the CRKT Pilar. You can see it's about the same length as Pilar. Obviously a much slimmer knife than the Pilar. But this is the one I was referring to. I'm liking this one so much as a fifth pocket knife that it may steal some time from my current favorite fifth pocket knife, and that is the Spyderco Little Native. Yeah, I may have to do a battle to the death between these two. They're not too far off in price either. The Little Native is a little bit more, the compression lock and all that, and the Spyderco prices. But very similar in length. I'm trying to even these up as much as I can. Little Native's just a hair longer. I think you're still getting a little bit more cutting edge, not much, microns probably. This is obviously a much slimmer knife. All right, now let's talk about this thing. The blade on it, 20 CV steel, zero to complain about there. Nice thin blade stock, and it's only 14 thousandths behind the edge. You are talking, Civivi category where we rave about how great Civivi slice and how amazing they are. This is not a flat grind, or not a hollow grind, it is a flat grind. But I think that's fine when you've got 14 thousandths behind the edge, and this little thin blade stock, this thing slices like a mother. It is fantastic. And then the thing I think I like the most about it is it slices so well. It's nice thin blade stock, but look at that tip. The grind on this is just awesome. You still have a pretty good tip with this nice clip point shape and everything. It's still a pretty good tip. It's still a really decent piercer that you're not gonna be crossing your fingers every time you stab into a box. It's not bad at all. Very, very good blade. I really enjoy the blade in this. For this size, yeah, chef's kiss. That is excellent. Ergo's also excellent. It does have a forward choil that is usable. It's not as pronounced as something like on the Little Native, but it is very usable, and I suggest that you do, because when you do, it becomes a full 4-finger knife. I have large-sized gloves, fairly skinny fingers, but all of them fit on there. The butt of the handle does push into my palm a little bit, but it's all so nicely rounded that it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. The pocket clip, I can feel it on my hand, but again, it's a wire clip. I think on smaller knives like this, on wire clips just makes so much more sense, because if you are pushing down on it, they do flex a little bit. So it's not nearly as bad of a hot spot as it would be if it was a regular, bent clip, or God forbid, like a titanium, milled clip. The only complaint I have ergonomically is the placement of this jimping. I wish they'd have gone Vox style and moved it up a little bit just for my long fingers. But if you have normal human length fingers, look at the size of that thumb, for God's sake. Somebody pointed it out in a Instagram post. If you have normal human sized thumbs, it might not bother you. But with my super long thumb, I do wish that it was moved up here Vox style halfway up the blade. But that's just me. Also, a lot of these small knives, you wind up using these little pinch grips like this. It works fantastic for that. Because again, it's not super thin and dainty at the front, so it's a comfortable enough place to put your finger on, and for detail stuff. Not bad at all. How does this thing carry? Well, obviously we're going to put it in both pockets on this. So these are Yale Levi's, and slides in and out really well. The pocket clip tension is perfect, plenty enough to hold it, but not so bad. It's a pocket destroyer on that G10. The G10 is textured decently. It's not over the top, but it is decently textured. It's very slim. It's very light. In the main pocket there, you never even know that it's there. It's completely fine. But a lot of us who don't have legalities are going to be put it in the fifth pocket, and it's great in the fifth pocket. It really is. It's barely there. You can't see it. It's just kind of a thing to forget that it's in there. I do kind of wish it was corrosion resistant, I guess. I didn't care at all before, but now that I think about it, yeah, this is a knife that might go through the wash a time or two, but that doesn't usually hurt them anyway. But yeah. Excellent to carry. It's quiet carries always are. Like you would think, yeah, they put it in the name. Maybe they think about that. The word carry is right in the name, so maybe that's something that they put some thought into. Deployment, you can flick this out, but it takes a lot of wrist. It even says on their own site it's meant to be more of a slow roller, and it is superb for that. It really is. Few sharpish edges. around the thumb hole, but you know, nothing bad. And again, I said excellent lock bar access, superb lock bar access. Yes, this is only right hand carry, but with that lock bar access, they'd have to do a whole complete lefty version. And I don't know if that's in the cards. I don't know if they've done a lefty version of anything before, but they could have put a left-hand clip on it pretty easily, I guess. But as far as making a complete left-hand version, yeah, you gotta do the whole knife. But yeah, it's very smooth. Runs on phosphor bronze washers. Most quiet carries do, and yeah, it deploys very easily. You know what? I really like this little thing. It's really nice. I mean, quiet carry. The waypoint was great. The chase is great. This is great. I would put this second behind the waypoint. I think I like it a little bit better than the chase. I like the LC200-ness of the chase better, but just some of the detail stuff and just how slicey this thing is. I know it's smaller and they're not at all in the same category, but yeah, I would rank their 2020 offerings: waypoint, Eddy, chase. So hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you will enjoy the soothing voice of Eddy Pepitone. That is sarcastic, but yeah, go look up Eddy Pepitone after this. I need to text him. I haven't talked to him in a while. The fires and everything. I'm a bad friend. I need to text him. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.